recording. Yay! Um,
Yay.
Yay, woo! Hi, hello, welcome. This is another episode of Toonkind at 12 FPS, and I am Hex, and I am here joined by my good friend. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, hello, hello. I am playing Mersel. He is the He Who Magic Man.
He is the He Who Magic Man, and I am playing Vava Von Vixen, who is, uh, unofficially, well, unofficially his mom, but we'll get to that later. So, it's fine. It's fine.
Hi.
And we are we are this is happening what timeline did we have we established for when this takes place?
It probably took place after Chaos Carol, but before Animas proper.
Mhm.
And he is likely sitting in the kitchen, just wrapping presents in the studio's kitchen. Because guess what? Wrapping presents in an apartment where people constantly go in and out of the room you're in, and one of them's a rambunctious little sister. Not a good idea.
Yeah, not great. Not good for being sneaky, stealthy, anything of the sort. Um so all right, you're wrapping presents in the kitchens of the studio, which, excuse me, I want Marcel then to roll me a perception check.
Hell yeah.
Uh,
6.
with advantage because you're actually trying to keep an ear
17.
out. Okay,
That's
there we
fine.
go. There we go. So you do, in fact, because you're specifically listening for this particular noise, you do, in fact, hear the door swing open. And but it's not like the person is trying to be sneaky because the door opens and immediately you hear, Marcel, are you in here?
Ah, yes, Miss Vava, and he's gonna, and it's at advantage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he immediately he uses sleight of hands to hide his presence before she can see. Like he just slams his hat over like the pile of gifts, and it disappears into Amber's face.
All right. And Baba just walks in and she sees the wrapping paper and his hat on the table, and she, oh, am I interrupting anything, love?
Oh no, 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 it's fine, Miss Vava. Hello, how can I help you today? Are you hungry? I can cook
Oh,
something up for you if you
no,
like.
no, 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 not at all. No, no. Thank you though, darling. I actually came to check on just to see how you were doing.
I'm I'm doing fine, Miss Vava.
Can I roll inside?
All right, sure. Roll inside.
Let's see how we do. That's a 19.
All right, I was gonna give you advantage, but I don't think you need it.
Nope.
So he is telling the truth. He's all right. He does look a little tired though. There's a bit of there are slight bags under his eyes, like that looks like maybe he he's a little he hasn't been sleeping very well.
All right. Okay. And she kind of takes note of that and is just, well, I just wanted to make sure that you were doing all right after. And she kind of just waves a hand in a vague motion of, after everything that happened. I just wanted to make sure that you were doing okay, that you've, been sleeping well or eating well. And she kind of gives him a slightly pointed look.
I have been eating and sleeping well. And he isn't lying, not really. Like he does sleep and eat well. It's more like it, sometimes there are just nights where it's hard to get back to sleep.
That's understandable. That's very understandable. Vava can definitely relate to that. And actually, Marcel can roll insight.
All right. Go have advantage?
Yes, I will say yes.
Not that it matters. He sees nothing. He perceives nothing of it.
Oh, Marcel. Oh my goodness, Marcel. Okay. Um well, in that case, Vava just Vava equally just seems she seems fine. She just kind of she had come in to check on him and that was really uh he seems fine, but she still is lingering. Um even
Uh,
even with that horrible roll, like something seems to be bothering her, but like that's
is everything all right, Miss Fava?
oh well, I I must admit I might have been a little worried about you. It's we haven't had a chance to talk proper since well, everything and you I just I worry and heaven no let me try that sentence again. I worry and goodness knows Vivi has been climbing up the walls trying to get a moment with you.
Oh, he winces at the mention of Vivi because who boy, he's likely in for quite an earful when she finally gets out of school again.
Vava kind of nods at that, like she equally kind of flinches because, yes, your substitute cook kind of got the brunt of her wrath when you took time
Uh
off.
oh oh dear.
She
And
was
he is mentally looking at this ever shortening list of substitutes that he can call upon if he can't come to work, and he's crossing one more name off.
I, I guess that's part of why I came was to, well, warn you that she's on a warpath now that you are here today, and you are certainly bound to get an earful from her. Um,
Is she here right now?
no, she won't be out of school for, and she kind of checks her watch. Uh, it'll be a couple of hours still before she's out of school, but, well, I figured I would give you a warning before she breaks the door down.
Ah, that's appreciate, Miss Vava. Thank you very much. And he pauses at that, and he goes, "Uh, is that all? It looks like something's bothering you."
Hmm. I'm gonna have to. What's she gonna do? Let's do a. Yeah, alright. Uh, she kind of looks unsure for a second, and then. I. Well, I. I really do just. Are you sure you're alright, Marcel?
Oh, yes. Of course I am. I get into this kinds of things all the time, Miss Vava. I'm used to it. And
Th-
well,
that.
Bouldershant was he does look a little like he does look a little like sad. Not exactly sad. He just looks a little caught or like a little a little down with recalling it.
Mm-hmm.
He as he continues, well, someone did die during the ball, which never happened before. But other than that, it's not my first time getting caught in things like this. I'm used to it.
That is not as comforting as I think you mean that to sound, Marcel. And she's kind of stepped closer to him at this point. Like, she's. Uh, that's partly what I'm worried about. Well, this keeps happening. And, I mean, I can't help but worry. It's.
Well, It's how my luck works, Miss Vava.
Your luck is. Your luck seems to get you into trouble, Mersel, and I worry that one day it won't get you out of it.
I can. I don't rely solely on my luck. I can take care of myself if it comes down to that.
Are you. Are you sure, Mersel? She does not look wholly convinced.
Yes, yes, I am sure, Miss.
I. Hmm. Hmm. Her. Roll me one more insight, actually.
Do I have advantage?
Yes, you can have advantage. Not that you particularly need it, but
All right, I'm taking that 15.
so she still seems worried, but and this is what he hadn't caught beforehand. She kind of was here with a purpose, and she seems to be like she seems to be kind of gearing up for something. um, and she kind of, Marcel, are you sure about that? I mean, in the time since we last, well, when you last left, you did kind of lose the knife I gave you, and I would rather hope that, well, that didn't really paint a very, reassuring picture for me. I hope you understand. And I'm just concerned that if your luck were to run out, that you would be unable to take care of yourself.
He looks up at her, and he kind of tilts his head slightly and goes, "Is there any way I can reassure you then? Take this off your mind?"
And she kind of smiles at that. I could think of a few ways, yes.
I'm just gonna roll 9. You're gonna have to spell it out.
Oh, Marcel, sweetheart. Okay. And she leans against the table and Marcel, I'm well aware that you Inky, no. No. Sorry, she was biting my plant. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
I'm well aware that you I'm well aware that you're a very skilled magic user, but spells run out, and it has been. I worry that your skills with your knives might have degraded over the years. How about you show me how much you
Oh,
remember?
oh, and like you see the realization click, and like there is an audible like clicking noise, like when a light switch is turned on, and his
Yes.
hair like fluffs up, and then he goes, "Oh, Miss Weaver, are you asking for a spar?"
I'm. She kind of chuckles at that and just, I might be, darling.
Right here, right now, in the kitchens.
Do you know of anywhere else that you don't mind getting a little destroyed?
14. I'm gonna say that does not make it. He just shakes his head. No, no. You know what? No, no. I've come back to the kitchen to see it absolutely trashed more than once, I might as well join the ranks.
She's that's actually her laughing at that. Just
He's like, you know what? Everyone destroys my kitchen. I might as well destroy my own kitchen.
I should be the one to get to destroy my own kitchen.
And in answer, he just walks over to the kitchen door and locks it with a click. And then like as a forethought, he drags over like a table in front of it. I think I'm rolling strong for that.
I mean, they're his tables. They could probably. Yeah, go ahead, rolls. Oh yeah, he makes it. He shoves that table in front.
Yeah, double guarantee that Jack and like Short Skid and whoever like the little hellions in the studio are
I was
will
gonna
just
say,
walk.
God forbid Vivi get off from school early and like barge in.
Yep, locked and blocked.
And Vava is now standing. And in that time that he was doing that, because she only ever wears skirts and dresses. I don't know why I've done that to myself, but she's taken the edges of her skirt and kind of tied them up and around so that, they're not in the way and she can move better. And she looks far too pleased with herself about what is going to happen.
I think Mersel like now usually doesn't do this during actual battles, but considering this is just a spar
Mm-hmm.
and like you have time to prepare and all, and considering Faber fights with knives, he's going to
Yeah.
like knock off his trench coat and like tie it around his waist.
All right. And
Somewhere in the distance, Prim and Toby suddenly start swooning because oh my god, the Victorian boyfriend took off his trench coat.
he took off his trench coat and his clothes might get a little shredded because knife fight. Oh. Oh.
Prim's just swooning in her grandpa's house. I think, I think, Miss Veva, what are the rules for the spar?
Well, Marcel, we're going to be testing your knife skills. So no magic. And
No magic at all.
none at all, darling.
He nods. He looks pensive because yeah, Veva is right. Like his knife skills have definitely dulled. But but he nods. All right. Aside from the no magics class, no holds barred.
No holds barred, darling. First to concede is first to concede.
All right, and I
We
guess we roll.
we roll initiative.
11. That sucks.
23. And with that, so she says no first to concede and then immediately rushes for Marcel with a knife that just appeared in her hand. And
Oh my god.
she's not joking. She wants to fight. Doop. Oh, that's a 9.
That does not hit. She misses.
She misses. She telegraphed that charge far too much, and he just easily.
He just sidesteps it.
Yep.
Actually, I'm gonna roll something real quick.
Ooh.
This is meant to reassure her after all.
Yeah.
I hope this works.
A 10.
I'm rolling my luck point. 15. Okay, I think like she like swipes at him with his dagger and he somersaults over her.
Ooh, okay.
The point is to reassure Viva, and even though he's very aware that in a knives only fight he's not gonna be able to beat her, because like she is way more proficient in hand-to-hand combat, he will at least like look cool to him.
I was gonna say if he can show off in a fight, then he can probably handle himself when it's serious. So,
Yep, yep. And now he it's his turn, and he's going to move 30 feet away from her,
mm-hmm.
like get some space between them, and he's going to use his dagger.
Yeah.
It's specifically the dagger of returning, which has a +2 to hit.
Yay. Oh, but
Ah,
that
ah,
does not hit.
ah.
So,
He throws, he throws, and I think, well, yeah, he telegraphed the hit way too much as well.
yes, and Vava actually snags the knife out of the air and gives it like a playful little like twirl in her hand and then throws it behind her. Just
No,
uh huh?
heck, consider. It is her turn. Consider. She throws it back at
She
him.
throws it back at him. Yes, I love that even better. She gives it a kind of mocking little twirl and then just flings it right back at him.
Roll the hit.
Let's see here.
It's just your regular like dagger attack, but it gets a +2 to hit
Plus
since
two.
you're
Oh,
throwing it.
well,
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's a 13.
that does not hit.
Wow, okay.
That almost hits. It almost hits, but he actually executes a spin, and then he catches it by the handle, and it's his turn, and he throws it back at you.
Are they just playing tennis with this knife?
That hits.
That does, in fact, hit her.
That hits. Roll for damage.
Yep.
6.
6
That's
damage.
6 damage.
Okay.
That's almost max damage, actually.
That is too bad she's got uncanny dodge.
Oh yeah, it's half.
It's halved. That's absolutely incredible. So she actually goes to catch the blade again, but he threw it faster, so she ends up grabbing the handle. Or not the handle, the blade. And she just but just kind of, rolls with it. It didn't hurt too bad. And then she throws it off to the side, just like, all right, no more of that. That's nonsense. And then she charges at him again.
Hey,
And
yeah,
uh-huh.
roll to hit.
Yep.
That hit.
That does in fact hit. Oofa. All right. And here's the fun fact for those who are listening. Vava is a swashbuckling rogue, and that means that as long as her target does not have any other creature within 5 feet of it, she gets to deal her sneak attack damage.
Oh boy.
So, Mersel, you take 15 damage.
Holy shit, that gets him. Well, that doesn't actually get him down too low. Like, he's at 22 health. But you definitely see your attack connect.
All right. She gets a really, really good, like, tear in his sweater.
I think, like, it's his turn, and the dagger of returning, like, it shakes from where Vava, like, threw it aside earlier, and, like, zips back into his hand.
Okay.
Because this is the dagger she gave him. It's a dagger of returning, right?
It is, yes. And she's most pleased that he's using it.
And well, he would love to get some distance between them again and like throw his dagger because that has a +2 to hit. I think he's pretty aware that Viva can close that gap like in no time at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like he's gonna just hit her regularly. Does that hit?
That does not hit. I'm sorry. She blocks it with her own knife.
And would you say that like he can do something after that?
Given that this is sorry, excuse me. Given that this is just kind of like a for fun fight and they're not, I would say, yeah, I'll let it happen.
Yeah, again, like he is aware that he's not gonna be able to not be gonna be able to actually beat Vava in a knives only fight. So he's gonna.
Ooh. Ooh, what's
Oh,
he do? What'd he do?
I think like she blocks it with her own knife, and then like you actually see Mersel like he doesn't stop. He actually lets the momentum carry him. I assume Veva has her legs like wide. Like he's just going to like actually drop to the floor and roll to her legs so that he's behind
Oh,
her.
he's gonna roll behind her. Oh my gosh. All right. That actually surprises her.
He's learned some tricks since the last part. He is very rusty with the knife, but he still uses his acrobatics quite often.
I was gonna say he's very agile, which she is very impressed by that.
Well, yeah, considering what he was like when he was still with her.
Yeah, a newborn deer, basically.
To all the listeners, like when Mersel and Veva were to get like when he was working for her, like way back when they first met, he was very not graceful at all. Like he was going through an intense growth spurt.
Oh my god, he was this poor kid.
Yeah, yeah, and now he's just casually rolling like through her legs and like behind her on heels.
Yeah, that. I'm gonna say that gives her disadvantage for the next attack because that surprised her pretty good. She was not prepared for that. So let's see what this does. I still cannot get over that she has a +7. Oh my god. So that's a 16.
That hits, but you did
Disadvantage. Yeah, she has disadvantage. That's
all
okay.
right. That hits.
So the good news is because she had disadvantage, she doesn't get her sneak attack damage.
All right, that's good.
Yeah. But that's still max damage almost, so he takes 6 damage.
Yeah. He still has 16 health left. Don't worry.
Okay.
Like your hits are doing well, but like
I'm pretty much
yeah, like he's still okay.
yeah. I'm imagining that instead of like him actually getting cut, it's just his sweater just progressively getting more and more shredded.
Yeah. And I think it's his turn, right?
Yes, it is his turn.
Hey Hex, if I say that I want to have him disarm her, what do you think I should roll for that?
That would ooh. Let me double check because I'm pretty sure there is a specific.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a mechanic. I'm pretty sure that's a mechanic. I don't know what it is.
Let's see here. It would be a it's a class specific thing, but it would basically be like a grapple, but you're not trying to overpower, you're trying to outmaneuver. So I guess roll
Straight dex or sleight of hand?
you make a dex and I make a strength.
Alright.
That's how that's gonna go.
19.
19. Oof. Okay. Well, let's. Actually, it's an acrobatics check if that adds any additional points to it.
No, that's basically the same.
Okay. So then.
Fire.
Yeah. Okay. So then I roll.
Holy shit.
So.
God, this must be so traumatic looking like in universe.
So he grabs her wrist and tries to twist it so that the knife flies out, and it almost happens, but instead she just transfers it to her other hand.
And it's her turn now. So
And she follows through with another attack. But because this is her offhand, she doesn't get proficiency. But that's still a 22.
Yeah, he's getting such good rolls. Holy
Actually,
shit!
I'm gonna make that at disadvantage because it's her offhand. Not well. Okay. Yep. All right.
Still 20, still a 30-20.
Yeah. Jeez. See, I don't think an attack with your offhand gets the multiplier bonus either. So 4 damage.
Bar. He's at 11. Like just one more hit, and like he'll fit up of the spar.
She kind of like clocks him in the side with the handle of her dagger.
I think. Well, she just clocked him in the side with the handle of the dagger. I think. I think he's actually going to like. He's actually again like at this point. No winning this.
Mm-hmm.
Like he can attack her, but
Fight dirty,
it's
Mersel. Fight dirty.
yeah, it's with points. So I think he's just gonna try and sweep her legs out from under her.
Ooh, okay. Do make a hmm. I'm gonna say make an. I don't know if it would be athletics or acrobatics.
Please give me acrobatics. Is
Okay, I'll
athletics?
give you acrobatics. Vava is also going to be making an acrobatics check to not be tripped.
10. Oh boy.
All right. We'll see. We'll see. No.
23. Oh my god, Hex, do you think she can actually like drops to catch his leg as she tries to like sweep her off her boot and like pulls?
Uh, actually, yes. She grabs his leg and yanks it to basically knock him prone.
Ah,
And just to kind of give a little insult, she steps on his stomach. Not hard, but she steps on his stomach and holds the knife out. Clearly, she thinks this fight is over. And
uh, you win, Miss Ava.
she stands there for a moment, looking rather pleased with herself, and then steps off and offers him a hand. Just, well,
He takes it.
she she just kind of chuckles like, well, your knife skills. She just kind of shakes her head, but they they need a bit of sharpening, my darling. I'm sorry.
Hey, Vava, roll an insight.
Oh boy. Okay. She doesn't really have that. Well, that's a 21.
21. Okay, so you see him nod, and like again, he looks completely unsurprised that he lost that fight. His knife skills have dulled, like he is acknowledging that. But you also see a little bit of frustration, which is a bit strange because as much as he is good at using his daggers, and as much as you taught him, you've always like known that it will never actually be his preferred like method of confrontation above his magic. So for him to like look kind of frustrated is rather odd.
And she kind of tilts her head a little bit. Is everything all right, Marcel? I've never known you to be frustrated about a loss like this.
Ah, it's all right, Miss Vava. I just, well, I'm interested in getting to work my daggers better, and he like gives like twirl with, and he twirls them in his hands and goes, uh, I didn't think I was this rusty, and I do feel like I may need to get better with these.
Well, darling, I'm always available. And she's grinning because I taught you once. I'm sure I could teach you again.
Yes, I would appreciate that a lot, Miss Viva. I think I need the help.
I, I, not to rub salt in the wounds, Marcel, but yes, you do need to brush up on your knife skills a little bit. But I will say, your footwork has gotten rather impressive. she she kind of just meant like I I don't recall. Well, I'm impressed. I've never seen anybody really move like that in heels.
Yes, his heels. It's like 3-inch heels.
Yes, his 3-inch freaking heels. So while
Wow.
she seems a little disappointed that his knife skills have, dulled, she's rather impressed that he can move around like that.
He's just like, hey, hey, hee, hee, hoo, hoo. Dexterity.
He who
But,
dexterity.
he brushes himself off and he goes, um, I don't think that show was very reassuring. Would you like another spar?
I I Are you up for it, darling?
Oh, of course, Miss Vava. And
We
he
c-
nods.
we could consider that a warm up just to gauge, well, and then we could consider this the actual lesson.
Same rules as last time. No holds barred, no magic.
No holds barred, no magic. Or would you
All right.
rather?
Hmm?
And she kind of thinks a moment, like, would you rather be able to use your magic?
He actually winces at that. Like, Miss Vava, are you sure?
And she she shrugs, just, Mersel, the point is to get you to be better with your knives. But if knowing you have that to fall back on would help you focus a little better, then I am all for it.
So what are the rules? I can just use my magic.
Close combat is knives only. How about that?
All right, close combat is knives only, but I can use my magic if I gain some ground.
If you can gain some ground, darling. And she puts a lot of emphasis on that if.
All right, I guess it's time for us to roll initiative.
Initiative round 2.
Yes.
Oh, Mersel goes first. All right.
Mersel goes first, and he does not waste time like getting some ground for her. And before Vava can like chase after him, he's gonna. Well, he goes to cast, and then he hesitates again.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Vava, are you sure about this?
Mersel, if you ask me one more time, I'm going to pull out my rapier.
All right, does that hit?
Yes, that actually does hit.
And that will be 15 damage.
15 well, it would be.
Oh, uncanny dodge.
Yep.
So that would be 8 damage, I think.
Yes.
Well, 7.5 at least.
Yeah.
So round it up.
Yeah, so that is, I can math. There we go. All right.
And
Number 2, 12.
does not hit.
Does not hit. Nope.
I think like Vava might like realize exactly how big a punch like just a single beam is.
Yes, she took the first one with, like, she didn't shout, but it was definitely a grunt of, oh, that hits and it hurts, and then she very, very much ducks under the next one.
All right.
And how is Mersel, 30 feet away or more?
I think they were originally standing like I'm assuming like before each spar they like stood like 30 feet away from each other, so he moved 30 feet more away, so 60 feet away.
Okay. All right. Well, that just means that she is going to use her bonus action to dash for him because, again, swashbuckling rogues can do that. And she's going to close that. Oh, excuse me. She's going to close that gap. I'm going to say, though, that probably she doesn't get quite within range, so she does, in fact, throw her dagger at him as opposed to swiping.
All right, let's go.
Let's go, let's go. Doop. Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And because it's thrown, I don't remember. Yes, no, that does still get sneak attack. Okay. So that's, I can do math. Let's do that. Oh my god.
8 damage. All right.
Hang
That.
on.
Oh boy.
The sneak attack damage. I'm sorry, Marcel. That's 19
11.
damage.
18. He's at 18 right now.
Woof.
He tank hits and he grunts, and it's his turn, and he's gonna cast. He's not actually gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay. What's he gonna
Instead,
do?
he's going to cast Mage Armor.
Ooh, smart. Nice.
And so his armor class has become 16.
Wow, nice. All right.
His armor class has become 16. I think the mage armor takes 1 action. Can someone in the gallery or someone better first in this confirm?
Does he have a there is a warlock perk you can take that lets you cast mage armor at will, but otherwise no. Okay, so then no, it is an action to cast it, I believe. Let me double check Bath sheet. Yep, 1 action.
All right, he casts mage armor, and that's his action.
Mm-hmm. Is he gonna move away?
Yeah, he's going to move away. Like, he's definitely keeping space between them.
All right.
Oh my god, I was playing with the tube of glue without realizing, and now the glue has exploded all over my hands.
Oh my god, Vamp!
I was like, I wonder why my fingers feel so cold now. Oh, wait.
I spilled glue. Well, so here's some good news for Mersel. Vava's got to pick her knife back up. So she doesn't actually get to close that distance. Or she closes the distance, but she doesn't actually get to attack. Because she had to grab her knife. So instead... So instead, she's going to use the hide action as her bonus action. And so she's gonna roll stealth.
All right, go for it.
Just see if she can hide anywhere in this kitchen.
I would say 11. That doesn't hit it. Okay. That doesn't hit his passive perception.
So she doesn't get to So basically, she doesn't get to reach him. So instead, she's going to duck behind she's gonna duck behind a counter, but it doesn't Mersel knows, and he'll still be able to hit her, but she's trying to not be out in the open and be an open target.
I think one thing that Fava might have forgotten is that Mersel works in these kitchens.
Yeah, he knows all.
Yeah, he knows. So he just casually he just you see him casually hop onto one of the counters, and then he shoots another church blast again.
All right.
Let's go, gamers. Let's go. Let's roll.
Roll it. That does in fact hit her, yes.
And that's
Whew. So that is
it would be 9.
There we go. Okay.
9.
Okay.
9.
Okay. Vava is now at half health. So an 11 does not hit.
I'm gonna use my left point.
All right.
I still have 1 left, so I'm using it for this.
A 16 does hit.
He needs some ooh, that's almost max damage.
Yeah.
That's 9 damage again.
So that leaves her at okay. Yep, okay. All right. That one definitely she had ducked behind the counter and did not catch Mersel just kind of casually snipe her from the distance. So she just takes that hit, and it hurt a lot. But she's okay.
How much health does she have, out of character?
Oh, she has 7 health left right now.
Oh my god, Vava, concede!
Listen, just give her one more thing. So, she'll be okay. It's fine. Nothing bad will happen. Her fur's a little singed, but, she's going to basically, do one more attack before she gives in, okay? It's fine. And she's gonna close the distance and attack him one more time.
Alright, roll to hit. And remember, his AC is higher now because of
Yes,
mage armor.
it's 16 now. So,
Yes,
oh,
doesn't
it's a
hit.
good thing he put that mage armor on.
Like, you see, like, her knife, like, it should hit because 14 is his regular AC. But then, like, there's the crackle of, like, gold, pale blue, like, energy. And you remember, oh, right, he cast mage armor.
Oh,
And
right,
the knife,
magic.
and the knife, like, pings off him. And he actually, like, catches it as like, is reflected off him.
So, I actually imagine, because she didn't throw it, she actually like swiped at him with it. So I
Oh.
imagine like it hits and she goes to rear back and he just catches her wrist. And she
Uh,
huh?
no, you first, you
I
first.
was gonna say, and she looks very surprised. She did not expect that.
Miss Veva, can you, you're looking, he's trying to find a tactful way of saying you're looking dead on your feet.
she she kind of, well, I mean, he would notice that because he's kind of holding her up by her wrist at this point, but she kind of just uh, yes, all right. And she does not seem very beat up about that fact though.
6. I wanted to like see if Mersel can try and carry her, but with a 6, he's not even gonna try.
Nope. She just kind of motions for like, you can let me down now, darling. It's all right.
Are you sure, Miss Veva? Did I hit you too hard?
You certainly hit me, but I'm fine. I'm fine. She kind of dusts herself off and does that like okay, no, she kind of drops to all fours and then shakes like a dog and all of that like soot that was on her fur just kind of like comes off in a little cloud.
I'm gonna roll Dex to dodge that. 12.
12.
Would you say that makes it?
No, I'm going to say he gets covered in soot.
He gets covered in soot and he frowns, but then he lights up actually. He lights up because and then he taps on like a little pancake pin on his hat proper and he casts his I can't pronounce it.
Prestidigitation, yeah.
Prestidigitation, yes.
The horrible
'Cause-
word that I hate.
yeah. And he cast that. And he would have casted it on Veva too if she had waited for a second.
Nope, she would have rather just, you know, gotten Mersel dirty. It's fine. She is his sweater still ripped or did he fix it?
No, he doesn't have mending.
Oh,
I don't think the cantrip like actually he like heals up the rips
it
in the sweater.
doesn't.
Yeah,
So,
that would be mending, and he doesn't have that.
oh, poor Mersel. But Vava kind of smiles a little. She just, well, I guess that certainly. I guess in a fight against you with you, the. I guess in a fight with you not holding back, I don't stand a chance. Which is a little.
Well, actually, make an insight.
Ooh, all right. Boop. Oh, Vava.
Advantage. I'm giving you advantage.
Okay. Oh, wait, that's not how you type that.
Oh my
Nope,
god.
she is not gonna know this.
Alright, she is not going to know this. Marcel's just going to let her think that and pointedly not mention that if he had actually been not holding back, he could have cast Hellish Rebuke.
He could have hurt her a lot more and ended this a lot sooner. But
Yeah, he's pointedly not mentioning it because, like, you know, like, yeah, he could have, like, when she had thrown that dagger at him, he could have totally, like, done Hellish Rebuke as a reaction. And it wouldn't even be breaking the rules because they weren't close to each other.
Yep.
But he chose not to because Hellish Rebuke is a really hard hitting spell.
God, it is. It's so good.
It's so good. He almost cast it on instinct, but then he was like, "Do I really want to set someone on fire?"
Do I really want to? Do I really want to light my mom on fire? No.
Yeah, especially like it's kind of fine when it's against other spellcasters because they usually know to expect it, and they usually can like hit back as hard. But with like a completely physical attacker, like it feels a bit like cheating.
Just a tiny bit, but Vava, she's still like, she kind of just, she gives him a pat on the arm and just, that, well, that at least eases a little bit of my fears, I guess. Your knife skills are still atrocious, though, darling. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Well, I mean, could you help me with it?
She looks so, like, she lights up, just, of course, you only have to ask. I would be more than pleased.
Uh, right. Thank you, Miss Viva.
Of course, Mersel. And I do mean that, by the way. If you need anything from me, you only need to ask.
He
Not just this.
he cocks his head and he thinks and he goes, "Well, there's actually one thing, but I am not telling you or who the people listening what that thing is. You all are kind of marinated in curiosity. I am not saying, but yeah, he was going to ask her for help with something."
He just, well, there is one thing. And Mama just kind of, anything at all, Marcel. I can't. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm choking. I might not be able to help you out when you get into these situations. Uh, she kind of gives a, just, but I want to be able to help you in any way I can.
Well, well, you being here already helps a lot, Miss Viva, but I do need help with something,
Oh?
and I think it will be something that you'd be very good at.
And she kind of cocks her head, and if he wants to whisper it without saying anything, like,
Yeah, he is going to whisper it to her, like we as the listeners and as the players, like, well, you at least,
yeah,
I know,
I know,
um,
but
that like yeah, he is going to whisper it to her, and none of the listeners here will know what he said.
nope. But Vava, so the minute he finishes whispering, Vava lights up. Like, you don't even have to roll insight. She looks completely ecstatic. Just, oh my stars, Mersel. I would be delighted. And she's, Mersel, make a strength check.
Oh my god, why is he going to have to make a strength check?
You'll find out.
Why is he the thing?
Yep,
Nine.
okay, so Vava has now yanked you down into a big hug.
Oh my god. So you'll help?
Of course I will, darling. Oh my goodness, I am so delighted. Oh, I cannot wait.
Thank you so much. Well, I do have an idea on what to do, but you've got more experience than I do.
Oh, yes, and I think I have. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Okay. And she has, like, she holds him at arm's length for a second, and she just, like, starts to get giddy again, and then she yanks him back in for another hug. Like, oh, I'm so proud of it. Oh, I'm so proud of you. This is so. Oh.
I feel so bad to everyone listening who has no idea. But I am so sorry. You will not find out until well yet. But as he is in the hug, though, he kind of like goes. He kind of goes. Oh, Oh, that does remind me, Miss Vava, and
Hmm.
he's gonna take out two wrapped presents from his hammer space.
Oh.
And, um, well, well, I do think that well, I might be elsewhere on Animas night, so and he hands the gifts over to her. Like there are two gifts. One of them's like one of them's a rather large box wrapped in flower, like gift wrapping paper, like with flowers, and
Mm-hmm.
the other one's like much smaller, and one of them's labeled Phoebe and one of them's labeled Veva.
Oh, she like if her eyes could open, they would be very large. But she stares at the boxes like, "Oh, Mersel, you didn't have to." Well, Vivi will certain this I think will certainly assuage her highness when she comes barging in, but you didn't have to get well, you didn't have to give me anything. She,
I I wanted to Miss Veva.
well, may I open it now, or would you like me to wait?
Uh, you can open it now.
And well, she's gonna, and I don't know which one's for her. Is it the big or the little one?
The big one, like it's the one with her name in it.
Okay, so yep, she opens it, and
And she and what she, apparently like inside, it looks to be like. Do you know those fancy like tea sets, like the teapot and the teacups?
yes,
That is exactly what it is. Like they seem to be jet black like teapot, a jet black teapot and jet black like teacups with like golden like with golden flowers and like butterflies on it.
ooh, and she stares at them just like, oh my stars, Marcel, look at that. This is I I don't I mean, thank you. Thank you.
I hope you like it, Miss Viva.
Marcel, I love that. I love it. As she's carefully like picked up one of the teacups and is like turning it over in her hand slowly.
I well, Mary Animas, Miss Viva.
Happy Animus, Marcel. Oh, wait. If that's the case, and
Oh,
do 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 she reaches into her tail and pulls out a small box
oh,
and offers it to him.
oh.
Since you're not going to be here for Animus, I figured, well, I had hoped to give it to you then, but I guess now works.
Oh, thank you, Miss Viva, but you didn't have to.
Marcel, I wanted to. Besides, I have to make up for a couple of years of no gifts now, don't I? Of missed gifts, I should say.
I suppose so. And he takes like the box and he and again, this is a running gag thing with him, but he is the kind of like person who like meticulously like tears open the wrapping paper and like make sure that it's not like torn apart at all, so you can save it for later. So
Yep.
like watching him open his gifts is like a kind of torture.
Vava has. She knows Marcel. She just patiently waits. She knows him. I assume he did this even back when he lived with her.
Yeah, he did this even back when he lived with her.
So yeah, she knows just and she just shakes her head like, ah, okay, that still hasn't changed. But but
Eventually, he opens it and
inside there are it's actually a pair of jewelry boxes. The first one he opens is a necklace, and it's it looks like almost like blue glass that's transparent, and then there are bits of yellow, uh, of some yellow stone that also are transparent mixed in with it. And the other one is a set of earrings of the same type. And Vava kind of roll insight actually.
All right. I'm rolling, I suppose.
Like there we go. That is high
Great.
enough. That is high enough. She actually sounds a little nervous. But she says, well, I know that well, I don't know if jewelry is quite your thing, but they are made out of meteorite and well, I saw them and thought of you.
I don't know if like he doesn't know if like Veva like even knows this, but like she got it in blue and gold, which also happens to be like his patron's colors.
Yep.
Oh, I liked I, I like this a lot, Miss Veva. Thank you.
And she was nervous and she kind of looks really relieved. Just, oh, I'm so glad.
And I think he will give her a hug.
Oh, she hugs him back and it's a very very tight hug. Like it's yeah, she's just I'm really glad. I was a little worried honestly that well, I might have gotten that one a bit wrong, but I'm glad.
And he does look a little soft as he like as he slips the necklace on. He'll probably like slip the he'll probably slip the earrings on later.
Yeah.
He does like slip the necklace on and he goes, ah, they're in my patron's colors as well.
Oh. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Luck I guess that was a I guess that was a fortunate coincidence then. she she kind of like holds him at arm's length again, like her hands on his shoulders, just kind of like it it very much I don't know if Mersel would even be able to pick up on that. It very much is like mother like looking at their kid and just kind of like having that look how much like look at you, look how much you've grown look. Like it's that kind of
Yeah.
look.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sweet, but local warlock wouldn't know.
Local warlock does not understand. And she just like she just looks so proud of him. Like
God, I'm mad. I'm mad that even though he has started like moving forward since memory lane, he is still fucking emotionally constipated.
I know. But she just actually she kind of uh she just kind of smiles and just says, "I'm glad. Well, that I guess after everything about all of that, I am that I can say at least that well, I am proud of where you are right now, Mersel, even if you do keep getting into all these shenanigans."
And he as he's clipping like one of the earrings onto his ear, kind of pauses and he you know what? Roll inside.
Ooh. Come on, Lalu. 16.
I'm saying that meets it, and
Yay!
he's not exactly hiding it. He it's you notice like well when you first came into the kitchen like all you noticed was how bad he seemed to be doing because that was what you were looking for,
Mm-hmm.
whether or not he was doing badly. So you noticed the bags under the eyes and like the way he like kind of went all shifty eyed when you mention things he got involved to. Because
Yep.
guess what? He got involved in Chaos Carol and Memory Lane between Poldershant and this FPS.
Yep.
But now you're looking more closely, and despite the fact that yes, he does have a little bags under his eyes, is a he doesn't look sick. He doesn't look exhausted. He doesn't look like anything's weighing down on him.
Hmm.
He doesn't look injured. He doesn't look like the 18-year-old who used to like stay at her house,
Yeah.
and and he doesn't seem like he's feel brimming with anxiety. He just looks happy. He just looks happy in his own skin, and he just looks happy to be here. And like I think like Veva would remember seeing him around in the studio, like just dancing with his partners, kissing Prim and Toby on cheeks, or laughing with laughing with Jack, or just talking to a little baker tune.
Hmm.
Just he's happy here. He's happy.
He's like, and Vava would probably kind of put two and two together of just like, yeah, he's getting his own little family built, and it's just she's really proud of him for that. That's
And
just yeah.
And one more thing.
Hmm.
Yes, he is getting his own family built. You have seen like uh an artificial rabbit tune like just strong on him into a anime together. And you have seen the accountant and Dodo Studios like give him that disappointed older brother look. He does seem to be making like a family of his own without like even realizing it or even seeking it out, which tracks with his record.
But
But
yeah.
and also he's wearing your earrings and your necklace very proudly next to the pins like that sit on the brim of his hat in a row, and he's also smiling at you, and like he's sitting next to you and he's still kind of like leaning onto you because you haven't fully released him from your earlier hug. And yeah, you're also this kid's family, Beba.
And she
It comes to you.
yeah, and she kind of has that realization in time with like the description of it of like, yeah, he is, because even as a kid or even back then she cared about him, but she never really would like, I don't want to say admit, it just didn't occur that yeah, she cared about him like family, but now like she realizes that, and the hug that he's in, she kind of gives him another little squeeze. She doesn't pull away. She just kind of sits there for a moment, and then eventually she kind of, well, Mersel, I she kind of just she kind of just quietly, Mersel.
Yes, Miss Favour, it's something wrong.
No, actually, nothing's wrong. And she means that completely. Uh I just, well, I mean it. I am proud of you.
Thank you, Miss Favour. And
And
he
she
and
oh,
he's
I was gonna
laughing.
she actually leans over and gives him, like, plants just a kiss on his forehead.
His hair fluffs up and he looks a little taken back, like not unhappy, just surprised. He wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. But she does that, pulls back a little and smiles, and then just, well, would you like some help wrapping the rest of your gifts?
I Yes, I do have a few more. I still need to finish wrapping what I'm giving Prim, and I think Splenda, Stella, and he starts ticking off like this list of like people. And like, do you only catch some names? Like, apparently he's giving Charlie a kazoo.
Yes, I'm so glad.
I think we can end the FPS there.
Yep. We can fade out with him shaking all of the presents out of his hat so that they can start wrapping them together. And in 2 hours, the kitchen doors get flung open and a very angry Vivi comes storming in. That's for
Ah,
later.
Vivi, Vivi.